Hello everyone. Thank you for coming on the weekend. I'm Ijen from the ISO Art and Culture Foundation. And we would now like to invite Jun to run this little workshop on how to write a good proposal. And I hope that helps you.
Hi everybody, hi. My name is June. I'm with the Performing Arts Collective, known as Five Art Center. So I think I was invited here because I've written a few proposals and gotten some grants from Yayasan Saint and also a few other international grants. I also sat on the Royal Arts Gala Fund as one of the selection panel. So I feel like I have both experience of doing a proposal and also evaluating proposal. So today, I will be hoping to just share some of my ideas and some of the things that I look for when I'm writing a proposal. So this is just my opinion of things. If you follow everything I suggest, it does not mean that you will get the ISO Arts grant. That's the first disclaimer. Okay, so I think Ijan has given you the hardware. What is the limitation? What is the content that you need to do? So today it's more an exchange with you guys to talk about how do you want to approach it, how you want to fill it up. So first thing is to think about who is reading your proposal. Okay, so this is a general sharing. So I'll be dealing with a few audiences or few readers. So the first one are sponsors. So you're looking at someone to sponsor your project. Okay. The second one, grant committee, people who distribute grants. And thirdly, potential partners or collaborators. Meaning your proposal can go to someone and they may not give you money, but they give you something else in return. So these are, I think, the general tree audience, general tree readers. And actually each audience, they have a particular outlook. So for the sponsor, they are interested to see how your project can help them because they are sponsoring your project. So things like, does it align with their values? If they put their logo on their project, will that logo be associated in a positive way? Okay. Grant committees, they will have their own set of criteria on judging the project's merit, and you'll find that in the website. And of course, potential partners, people you actually want to work with. So you need to find out what they can offer your project. Okay? And finally, investors. This is very clear, like they will put money in your project and expect like a return. So for most art projects, that's like the least return for us. I think if you are doing design or if you're a venue manager, then maybe you can think of it as people who invest in the business. But normally for art projects, the first three are targets. Okay, the first thing that you have to remember is time is limited. I think, do you all agree? Do you agree that time you always have no time?
Limited source.
Correct, the limited source, we're all kind of rushing. And nothing is clearer than that for someone who's reading a proposal. Okay? They really have like no time. Alright? So the first 5-10 minutes is a way for you to understand, for them to understand what your project is and what you need. You know? If you think about sponsors, actually their job is not to give you money. Their job is to run their business, but you're asking them for money. So when you give them a proposal, or when you tell them, within 5-10 minutes they need to figure out what is it that you want. If they can't understand, they'll just put it aside. And also grant committees, you know, if Ijan is they're giving 100,000 a year to this year, they're gonna get like 60-70 applications, at least, I think. And a grant committee, the panel has to read through 60-70 proposals. So within 5-10 minutes, if they don't understand, they're already like, I'm not sure where this is going, you know? So it's very important, the first 10 minutes. very clear. What is your money for? Okay? Are you looking for venue sponsorship if you are writing to a potential partner? Or are you looking for someone to collaborate? And sometimes I'll be reading a proposal and the whole description is about climate change, climate crisis, environment is bad. And I come to the end of the page and I still don't know what is it that you're going to do. And then I only have to go to your budget and I realize, oh, you're going to do a festival. So don't get carried away with kind of like what is your problem or what you want to solve. So it's very simple, just first line, a dance performance, a festival of a research project, collaborative, long-term project with a foreign partner. So immediately, in one line, okay, I kind of know what it's about. Then when I go through the project, I'm already go through the proposal, I'm already having a context. Okay? So remember, if you don't have time, the people already in the proposal even more don't have time. Be clear, be brief, and be exciting if you can. Because, the word experimental is like the most overused word. In every proposal that I read, everybody is new, everybody is experimental, everybody is useful for the benefit, for the community. So try to stand out a little bit more. So if it's experimental, why? If it's first time in your community, why? Okay? So what I mean to say is these words, they sound exciting, but they don't sound real. Because it's so overused, almost as if you don't believe it. Okay? So actually I'm going to go through the things that Lijan showed in the first slide, the key items for your proposal. Okay. Actually, this is what she has on a thing, but you can take a photo of this. And then I think if you use this for any proposals that you make from now until you die, this is very useful for any proposal. Alright, let's go to project description. Alright, the first thing, as I said, keep it brief, keep it clear. So if you think about it, under 100 words is fine to describe it. If you feel like it's a complicated project and you want to tell people more, put it in the appendix. Okay? So 100 words, just imagine how big 100 words. Kind of like at least 2 paragraphs. That's the most. Or you can make it a 1 paragraph. And then think about why your project is significant. You say it's experimental. How is it experimental? If you say that your project is benefiting your community, how is it benefiting your community? And how is it benefiting your target sponsor? And how is it fulfilling the gap? This is the significance of your project. Why it's important. Okay? And then the other part is objectives. Just list down 3 to 5 objectives. This dance project in Chinatown is useful because it brings together people who haven't seen dance with people who are interested to show dance. Or this wayang kulit performance is trying to conserve the art form. These are very clear objectives. Okay? Are we clear about the difference between objective and significance? So objective is more like it's benefit because but this one is objective is like it does this for the community. But significance is what actually does it do and why is it useful. Everybody kind of clear? Actually, if I'm going too fast, you can just stop me, okay? So the other thing is people. When you have so many proposals, not just what the project does, but who is behind the project. Okay? So this is a section where you talk a little bit about your team. You can have a brief biodata in a proposal, maybe a 2-3 line, experience, data director, what's his name, what's his last project, or a dance practitioner who normally works in the community, what is their last project? Just a two line to just flavor the first part. And then the longer CV in the appendix. Okay? Sometimes they have an artist statement, why the artist is doing this, what is the artist's overall goal. I think that's quite useful sometimes, but it's not required. And if you're a young artist, you feel like you don't have experience, but then what did you do in school? If you didn't do in school, what did you do anyway? So don't feel like your lack of professional experience will hinder your proposal. You can still talk about things that you did in school, just to get a sense of what kind of artist you are. And do the people in the team fit the ambition of the proposal? So for example, if you say that in your description, this is an experimental new dance art form merging traditional music and contemporary dance, then to the people in this section, can they give you enough confidence that they can pull it off? So even if it's experimental, the person who is doing the project must have some kind of leaning towards that. So in school, what did they do? In their career, are they used to having all this kind of groundbreaking stuff? So this is where we see, kind of matches your project description. Okay, and this is slightly more straightforward. This is dealing with things like tangible outcomes, time frame, and dissemination and marketing plan. Tangible outcomes are very clear. We will have 3 shows in November. Okay? We will have an exhibition by October. Our book will be published by December. So that is very needed in the proposal, like key outcomes. And time frame, when this is going to be done. Now, some people don't really need a dissemination and marketing plan, but I think it's useful for you to kind of figure out, after your project is done, how are audiences coming to watch your project. Okay? And I think it will then help with, if you are asking for money for that, definitely it needs to be in this section. Okay? So this will include things like, if you're going to roll out, how are you going to get the media to get involved? How are you going to publicize the event? If your project involves community, how are you going to engage the community in your project? Maybe it also means you have to go and talk to the teachers in your school project first. So this is the dissemination part. Okay? So far, everybody still kind of with me? Yes? Okay, this is everybody's favorite part. And although I often joke about it, but I really think it is, in a way, it's like part B of your project. Part A is like what you want to do, all the nice, sexy bit, it's experimental, it's the big festival, we're going to engage, we're going to find world peace, we're going to, everyone's going to stop using plastic, that's all A. And then B is like, okay, are you sure? How are you going to do that? And how is it going to be experimental? So if anything, normally the budget gives me the sense of how honest actually your proposal is. So my first advice is spend time thinking about it. Okay? It's normally the last section of the proposal, but it doesn't mean that you think about it last. Okay? If you have someone else helping the artist doing that, even better. If you have a production manager or a producer in your team, it will be very useful for you to talk with that producer, that art manager to come up with your budget. So basically, it's just income, what comes in, and what goes up, which is the cost. And income is not just from the grants, potential sponsors, but things that can offset your cost. And of course, cost is everything that goes up. So it's just common sense, you think about it. But it takes, kind of useful if you guys spend time thinking about it. And also very useful, you kind of get some real numbers in quotes. Especially if you have something that is quite unique, like a huge set for your show. You can just go to a set designer and get a quotation first. Then at least you won't be kind of stabbing in the dark. And often I think people, when they do the budget, their cost can be like 2,000 for a theatre director to like 15,000. So I think you can put it down, but you kind of need to justify why. So it would be useful to spend time thinking about it and talking to people about how much are they willing to get paid. So this part, try and keep it as real as possible, because part A is not real, right? part A is all in your mind. But part B is when the shit gets real, right? So yeah, I think it's useful to talk to people about budget. And then details and assumption. So, the more detailed you are with your budget, the closer you get with what I think is the reality. But of course, the thing about our project, and most projects, is that the budget can change overnight, literally. But at least you have something that you can work off, you can bounce off from. And the thing about details is it's useful if you base it on assumptions. So you can have your estimate, if you're flying, how much is it to fly? Which is very easy to get, right? Airasia.com. If you want to be a bit atas, MalaysiaAirlines.com. Already you get an estimate of your flight. And then room is easy for you to Google. So the closer you get to your details and your assumption, the kind of stronger your budget will be. And the third point is actually more of discussion, because we always don't know how to pay ourselves, right? We always think that actually my fee should be $1 million, right? You should be paying me to be here. But I'm just joking. I'm just saying that it's quite hard for us to gauge how much that we should pay ourselves. But I think if you think about the overall budget that you have, the artist fee or the manpower fee, think about that in relation to in relative to the whole budget, right? So if your budget is, I guess, 120,000, the whole thing, surely 90% cannot go to just the team, right? Then it feels a bit strange, Or if the project is 120,000, also 9% cannot go to just to the team, and you're spending all your costs on this big set. So you think about where's the proportion of your manpower, which is your creative side. Okay? And this is a thing that also people worry about a lot, I think. How much do you actually need from your sponsors and your grant partners? It'll be very useful to be specific. And it'll be very useful to know whether your amount that you request matches the funder's appetite. If you don't know, you can check or call with the funders. So now you know the most you can get is 10,000, right? 10,000 for INSO. So it's really quite pointless. You try and get the whole 100,000 that they are putting out. This also means your specificity. It also means that you can actually tell them which other funders that you are applying to. Okay, because everybody wants to know if I give you the money, which is not your total amount, can the project still carry on? So 2 ways to deal with that. One is to state who other people are you, which other organizations you're applying to, and what happens if you cannot get the grant that you are asking for. Okay? That helps you kind of figure out your plan B, right? In a sense. So don't try and think like, okay, INSO grant is actually going to finance everything, Or maybe you can think like that, I don't know. You can think like 10,000 is actually my whole cost of my project. Then all these things, you don't need to answer. But if your project is more than 10,000, it'll be useful for you to figure out these things. Okay? Okay, so when I look at budgets, actually there are few issues that always crop up. The numbers are very vague or they're very general. I think it's okay to be general, but problematic is when you're vague. So for example, artist fee, 20,000. What does that mean? But if you say like artist fee, like five artists fee, 20,000. Then you kind of have a sense, okay, each one's getting about, 4 or 5. So you're general, because you can decide how to give up. But at least as a co-funder, or they know how many people are involved in the budget line item. So you are general, but you're not vague. Okay? And then there are sometimes the missing budget items, which means that you are doing a theatre show, but there's no budget for example, costume. Alright, or even props. So unless it's really naturalistic and everyone's wearing their own clothes and there's nothing, then it's clear. But then this budget line item, it just raises questions for your sponsors. And it's just that you may not have the extra time for them to call up and ask, what's this about? How come you're not including this? So it's likely that they will dismiss your budget as it's not well thought out. Okay, so try and figure out, again, back to the first slide, spend time on it and try to get as many budget line items as you can. Okay? And then the narrative doesn't match the budget. Which means like sometimes you want to do a festival and your budget's 5,000. So kind of wonder, what do you mean by a festival is only going to go for 5,000? So for a sponsor, it's like, I can give you the 5,000, but you may not seem to know what you're doing because it feels really low. Okay? And then, or it's too high. You want to do a book festival. Budget's like 2 million. So, unless you're trying to fly J.K. Rowling to Malaysia, I mean, it's really quite difficult it doesn't match. Okay? So this part about being unrealistic, and I think that's what we worry about for budgets, right? So if it's too low, don't worry about it. The sponsors will hold you at their word. It's like, okay, you said you're gonna do it you're gonna pay these people 2,000, it's a bit low, but we trust that you will pay them at 2,000. But when it's a bit too high, that's when they're like, okay, this really doesn't make sense. Why do you need to spend so much? So again, it's really subjective, unfortunately, and that's why it's useful for you to get, if possible, numbers that are as close as possible to how much you will actually run the project for. And that's the tricky part, but it's something you can figure out by communicating with your potential suppliers or potential team members from the beginning. Okay? So finally, this part, which is the final part, appendixes and additions. You can link it to trailer and reviews. You don't need to include all the reviews because I think people don't understand that. I think the grant committees, sometimes they print out the thing for the committee members to review. So if your proposal is like 40 pages, and 30 pages of that is your reviews, it's going to be it's going to be very intensive for a person to read. So they'll most probably flip. So what I'm trying to do is I put a link, so if you want to see more, you can just click on the link. Detailed CV, if it's requested, get as detailed as possible as the CV. The beginning part is just a brief bio data. It's all the kind of like the interesting bits about the people on the team. But here is when it gets really detailed and the actual work that you've done. Only if the grants request that. Supporting material like articles, reports, a flyer if you have, and something that's really impress people if you get a quotation, like an actual quotation for the set or for the work that's been done. That would be really score points because it shows you did your homework. Yeah, so remember that this is for the grant committee or the sponsors to get a better sense. You can give extra, but don't try and overload. Because it end up because time is limited, they will not likely be going through it in detail. Okay? So to recap, be clear and specific. Shorter sentence. Really for busy grant committee and sponsor, what kind of dance is it? What kind of festival is it? What kind of theatre show is it? Where is it going to be? How big is it going to be? I mean, this is okay if you, just be really clear and short about it. Because they have so much to read through. But if you're talking to different, like a joint venture or a potential partner, then maybe you can go ring a bit for your description in the beginning. Okay? Understand the scope, how much the funder is willing to give, and the priorities of your sponsor or grant potential partner. So sometimes if it's too controversial, maybe the funder does not want to be associated with that. Issues, I think we had a question before, if the project is an LGBT project, would INSO grant fund it? So that conversation, the potential grantee had with INSO, alright? So understand the scope and priorities of your funder. And basically, if anything are scope that you will take away, like imagine you are reading that proposal, okay? If you are reading that proposal, you've got to give yourself enough for you to make a decision. You need to tell them what your project is, why should they support it, and how much should they support. Okay? Cool. Yeah, and finally, the audience or the person who's reading that proposal has to see you. Meaning, when I read the proposal, like any of us, we need to imagine you already. That means your voice is clear. So that you get a sense of actually who am I funding and why is this slightly different from the rest. So you have to give a sense that it is you. That you as an artist comes out from the proposal. Okay? I think that's kind of all of my tips.
Alright, thank you very much. Let's give June a round of applause.